Okay, so now let's get into our first topic. And let's talk about Jason Momoa, who has been announced, and he announced it himself because he went on his Instagram and revealed that he is set to play Lobo in not his own solo film, which I actually like the fact that they're introducing him in a separate situation versus him having to come out and be like, oh, well, we're going to introduce you to this character y'all don't know, and with the hopes that you guys are going to want to go and see this film and we're going to, make a profit. So yeah, he posted on his Instagram that he's about to play Lobo, which is, I know, a character he's been wanting to play for a long time. Like, there's been talks about, I even know the fans were like shipping for him to want to play Lobo. And then on top of that, Jason Momoa has been out here windmilling hard for an opportunity to be in Lobo. Well, look, it looked like his dream has come true. But I'm also wondering, because remember, there's a video that went viral, I think almost about a year ago. It might have been a year ago, where he was talking, where he came out of the Warner Brothers studio. He was like excited. So he had apparently gotten some great news. And I think this is around the time before the release of Aquaman, which I already know, like after the Snyderverse, that was going to be his last time playing that character. So I'm wondering if this was the news that he had gotten, if there were meetings happening and they're like, well, we're just going to iron everything out and now it's official and he could talk about it. So I'm wondering if that was what that moment was, or was that something else? So yeah, so he is going to appear as Lobo officially in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, an alien bounty hunter who first appeared in the comics in 1983. So now, according to Deadline, they said Momoa has been linked to the Lobo role since before James Gunn came in to lead DC alongside Peter Safran. He's been vocal in the past about his interest in the part, and today confirmed his attachment to the role in a post on Instagram where he screenshotted comments from a past interview. Well, and we have his situation there, so we'll leave that there. He says, I collect comments and I don't do so much anymore, but was always my favorite. I think he meant to put Lobo was in there, or maybe they forgot to put that in there. Okay, and I always wanted to play. Oh well, because I'm reading Deadline. Deadline made the mistake, but let me go over and read the Instagram post because apparently they got it way together than they do over on Deadline. So he says, "So Lobo was I collect comments and I don't do so much anymore, but he was always my favorite, and I always wanted to play Lobo because I'm like, hello, it's the perfect role." I mean, listen, if they call and ask me to play him, it's a fuck yeah. I haven't received that call, so I don't want to put any fake news out there. But if they ever call me and ask me to play or ask me to audition, I'm there. So this is him posting something in regards of, yeah, back then he had said that I want to play the part. And you know what they say, when you put something out in the universe, 9 times it'll happen. And it happened. Now it says an anti-hero known for his violent and irreverent personality, who hails from the planet Sarnia. Lobo possesses superhuman strength, regenerative abilities, and an invulnerability that makes him a formidable opponent. Created by writer Roger Slifer and artist Keith Giffen, the character often was depicted as a bounty hunter who enjoys chaos and destruction. He was first introduced in Omega Man #3 in June of 1983. Now, plot details for the new Supergirl under wraps, and as previously reported, House of the Dragons, Millie Alcock landed the role after a long search, with Matthias Schoenaerts boarding as villain Krem of the Yellow Hill. Now, more recently, Eve Ridley came on to play the part of Ruthie Mary Knoll. Well, here's the thing. I'm not really familiar with Lobo. I mean, I knew based off of him wanting to go so hard in playing that part, but I wasn't really familiar with Lobo. But now hearing about this, where they're talking about that they have this, he's going to be playing like this destructive bounty hunter. Clearly, you look at Jason Momoa and you look at pictures, because that's what I've been taking it from. Like, I will look at photos and stuff of Lobo online with the long hair and the big beefy body and the sinister looking face and those, those eyes where he just goes in and very intense. I'm like, that is so Jason Momoa. Like, you literally look at him and Lobo, it's like you definitely see the resemblance. So he was literally, in my opinion, born to play the part. I like the fact that we have um Lily Alcock playing Supergirl. She definitely looks like she embodies what a Supergirl would look like. I know the only reference that we have would be that horrible damn TV show that was on the CW. And then, yeah, I did not like it at all. And then the other movie with Helen Slater, Christian sister, where they had the movie back in the day. The movie was cheesy as hell, but I definitely loved Helen in the part. So kind of bringing this into this different direction. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this. But of course, let's go over to the comments where on Instagram, they call, well, he goes by the name Pride of Gypsies. And James Gunn is in the comments, 48 minutes after, well, it was around the time that literally, I think an hour when he posted it. It may have been like maybe 12 minutes after he posted the Instagram post. James Gunn posted, "Welcome, my friend." And then some people in the comments said the only man to play Lobo, LFG. Another person said make it R-rated and I'll be there. Well, here's the thing. I'm tired of people thinking, oh yeah, let's make something R-rated. I'm like, ratings doesn't necessarily mean that the movie is going to be good, because we've seen movies that are PG-13 that are terrible. We've seen movies that are rated R that are superhero films that were not great. Hello, we most recently, what the hell is the name of that movie with no, not Morbius, Kraven the Hunter. Kraven the Hunter just came out. It's an R-rated movie. It's got all the blood and all the other stuff in there that you guys crave, that everybody craves. Don't get me wrong. I love a violent action movie. But if the script sucks, if the story isn't there, it's not going to make the movie any better because it's R-rated. So if they decide to make it rated R, okay, great. But if the movie sucks, then I don't think it necessarily matters ratings-wise. So then also, what is that? Okay, so now it says Craig Gillespie will direct a script by Anna Nogueira. The project is based on Tom King's 2022 comic book series Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which Bilquis Everly illustrated. Well, everybody up in here got names that are freaking tongue twisters. DC bosses Gunn and Safran will produce, with DC EVP Chantal Nong executive producing. Production kicks off on January 13th. So they have not shot the movie yet. The movie officially starts shooting January 13th, which is actually my sister's birthday. So I'm actually excited for this. I like Jason Momoa, and Aquaman, I believe, his movies, the Aquaman movie, say what you want about him. I did like the first one, didn't necessarily care for the second one, but those movies combined, they grossed more than $1.5 billion worldwide. I think the first Aquaman was the last movie under the DCEU, and that's not James Gunn, because James Gunn's Sting officially kicks off. His DCU officially kicks off, even though we got Creature Commandos, technically. It kicks off over next summer when we get Superman. So with this whole situation, $1.5 billion worldwide, I believe that the billion came from the first Aquaman. That was the first and last time that DCEU under the Snyderverse grossed $1 billion at the box office for a single film. The other movies have not been able to capture that same magic, hence why they had to bring in new management, which people are still pissed off about. So now you also, he's got other things that's coming out. Minecraft is supposed to be coming out on April 4th. Now, I don't know about that one. That one doesn't look that great, and I don't think it's going to probably do great. If it does, I'll be shocked. But for the most part, Minecraft doesn't really look that good. He also has a live action animated film coming out called Animal Friends, and he's also set to appear in Fast X Part 2, which I don't know when they're going to start filming that. He's got an Apple miniseries, Chief of War, and Amazon MGM's The Wrecking Crew opposite Dave Bautista. So the thing is, Jason Momoa, say what you want, but the man has been busy. He's got a lot going on, and all I got to say on this is I am definitely excited to see Jason Momoa as Lobo and how they're going to bring that character to life, especially under the umbrella of, the new DCU. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? You guys excited to hear this news that just literally came out about maybe an hour or two ago, that Jason Momoa is set to play his dream role as Lobo within the DCU in the upcoming Supergirl film that's supposed to start shooting on January 13th. So whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.